Good morning, YouTube. My name is Will. Enzo and Lotus are with me. Oh, Enzo's got to come say hi. Lotus has Frisbee right now. Today we're going to do a little bit different video. We're going to do a product review. We're going to be doing the Wopet treat tosser. It has built-in camera and mic and all this stuff, so that way you can monitor your pet when you're away from home. You can give them a snack. You can see what they're up to, talk to them if you want, hear what they're doing. All sorts of fun stuff. So we're going to go over this unit today. Now, many of you have left comments saying that you'd be interested in product reviews, so this is kind of like the first official, like, strictly for a product review. Now, we've done a couple product reviews with, like, the Casper beds and the vacuums that we've bought. This, though, however, was sent to us to review. Now, I was looking to buy one of these, that's why I went ahead and said yes to it. So, depending on how this goes, how you guys like it, how I like it, we might do some more. We're gonna do at least one more because they did send us a pet feeder as well. But today we're just gonna focus on the treat tosser. Now, right now on Amazon, if you click on our link below, there is a discount coupon, so like it'll direct you to Amazon. What we're gonna discuss today though is it worth it? So, really. So as I mentioned, the idea behind these products is you can monitor your pups or cat when you're away from home. And you can watch them, you can listen to them, you can talk to them, and you can toss them a treat or two if you want. Now, if you get on Amazon, you'll notice that there's probably a dozen or more different ones of these from different brands. I can only speak to this one. However, what I can tell you is that some of them cost twice as much, almost, and include features that are additional, but there are also additional costs. So pay attention if you decide that you like this concept, but for some reason don't like this one, you want something else, just keep in mind this one doesn't require a monthly subscription like some of them. Setup's fairly straightforward. Now, it occurred to me that when it comes to product reviews, people like to see the unboxing. I forgot about that and didn't really mention it to the wifey. She opened it during our normal mail time. I wasn't really thinking either. Now, once you've got it unboxed, the setup is pretty simple. iOS or Android. The plug is just simple USB. It's included, but likely if you've got a cat that likes to chew through the occasional power cord and you end up needing to replace it, chances are you might even have one lying around your house that would work. HD camera, microphone, speaker. Now you have to keep in mind for the price point, this isn't gonna be like iPhone quality or standalone camera quality, but given the price point and the size factor, I think it's perfectly acceptable. HD camera in daylight, like I said, perfectly acceptable. In low light situations, I actually think it's well above acceptable. In fact, it's really quite impressive. All right, so how is it using it? Well, so full disclosure, as you know, I work from home. I didn't really have a need to use this outside of the house. I did test it just to make sure it did in fact work outside of the house, and it did. But most of my testing was done in the house over Wi-Fi. Now, regardless of whether or not I was on Wi-Fi or not, I never had any issues with it dropping Wi-Fi itself or anything like that. Now, what's nice is even though we weren't using it outside of the house, we still give them treats for various reasons throughout the day. So it was nice that instead of, you know, getting treats out of a container and giving them to you out of your hand and having to get slobber, you're able to just pull out your phone, push a button. Now with 2 pups, I got to monitor a little bit more, but especially if you only had one and you were doing some sort of reward system, like for example, when the mailman goes by, after he, you know, they're allowed to bark and let us know. We tell them good job, and then we give them a treat as a reward. You could just hit the treat on your phone. They could get the reward, then you don't even have to get up off the couch if you don't want to. Now the unit is designed to shoot 1 treat, but in my experience, plenty of times it shoots 2. It just depends how many fall down in the mechanism. The good thing is I never once had it actually jam. I did have it once where they came down here, but for some reason they didn't fire out, so I did have to tip the unit over. Not a huge deal. It only happened once so far, but something to keep in mind. Audio quality is not bad. I was actually a little bit more impressed with the quality of the mic and the speaker, although I would never use them. I don't think that talking to your pup when you're outside of the house is necessarily a good idea because they're clearly confused. They're not really sure what's going on, and I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable doing that to them. All right, issues with the device. As I mentioned, I did have the one time where the 2 fell and didn't fire. That was the one main issue. The lid here, it does have an airtight seal. However, it's just like when it's on and it's fine. But what I found is because it's such a small lipped lid and everything, that one of the times I didn't quite get it on there all the way, and the treats went stale after like a day or so. So I would like to see some sort of lock on the lid just to make sure it's good and tight. Also, it has the suction cups on the bottom, which work really well, but let's be honest, Lotus is 75 pounds, Enzo's 110. It's not gonna take much effort for them to knock this over if they really wanted to. And again, that kind of falls back to if they did, the lid would most likely come off, I feel like. You do have the option to mount it, which is nice, and obviously you could put it up on a counter, but regardless, I'd still kind of like to see some sort of ability to lock it. What are your thoughts? It's not going to give treats right now because it's not plugged up. Well, there's no outlet out here. No, I'm not going to run an extension cord. No, you're fine. You can wait a month. Okay, that's fine. Be that way. Seriously? This kind of brings me back to my last little issue, which is, it's kind of nitpicky, but you'll notice it has this piano black finish kind of on the front, which looks nice and contrasts very well. But as you just saw, Lotus was like, hey, this is where the treats come. Let me lick here. Let me nose around here. It gets pretty marked up with licks and nose prints. So if that sort of stuff bothers you, yeah, that's going to happen. The top lid is kind of the same way. Maybe use something that just isn't as nose and lick prone to show. Maybe like a flat black, maybe. So some final thoughts. As I mentioned in the beginning, it's $112 right now if you use the link and click the coupon code. Once you go through the link, there's next to the price on the Amazon page, there's a little button you can press to get the coupon code. So in closing, this is my first attempt at like a proper review style video, so definitely comment below. Let me know what you guys think of it. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this type of stuff. Also, if you have one of these, or if you get one of these or anything like that, definitely comment below. Let me and others know what you've experienced. Full disclosure, if you go through the link in the description below, the pups do get a small commission. It doesn't affect your price at all, but the pups do get a small commission for it. Helps them, helps us, helps the channel. Appreciate you guys as always, and we will have a new vlog coming out in the next day or so, although technically it's a vlog, but we're going to talk some about Lotus's anxiety and some of the stuff we're doing with that, so stick around for that. Appreciate you guys as always. Pups are laying down, so I don't think they're going to come say goodbye, so I will see you guys on the next one. Later. Just couldn't be bothered to come say goodbye? You couldn't be the bothers? No. No. Enzo, get one. Oh, you waiting for your treat?
And hold the set key of, wait, what?